Well, this will be my first unboxing. I got this package from Amazon here, and look at that. You're not going to find out where I live. I'm not that dumb. So, without further ado, let's see how I can open this thing up with one hand. Now, I don't generally buy things off Amazon, but, yep, one-handed is fun. But I found this great deal on the Justice League Darkseid War Omnibus. I think I got it for like 41% off or something. So, let's see this bad boy out. Let's see what this guy is like. Okay, so unpackaging. Boy, doing this with one hand is tricky. Edit. All right, now that I got all that out of the way, thank you, edit button. Let's take a quick look at the cover here. First off, let's just see what that looks like. Oh, that's nice. Put the dust jacket on. That is fantastic. I'm guessing that's a nice mana ball cover there. That is beautiful. I quite prefer it to that, frankly, which is oftentimes the case, I find. Okay, now first off, it opens up well. Let's see if it opens with the first page flat. No, which is usual. I wouldn't expect that when it is doing that stuff. Okay, so let's take a look. Gutter loss. What are we looking at here for gutter loss? Not bad, all things considered. Not bad. There is a bit of gutter loss. It could be better, but it could be a hell of a lot worse. And oftentimes it really is. So I would say this is actually holding up pretty good, and considering that we're here, just a few pages in, and it's opening up and lying down. A little bit of work on the spine. It'll be fantastic, I think. And this actually is pretty good as far as gutter loss is concerned. This is pretty solid, and it is laying down okay here. That's not bad at all, in fact. I would say, in fact, yeah, look at that. Not much in the way of gutter loss there. Pages are turning well. It's lying mostly flat. Yeah, once again, almost zero gutter loss here. I'm actually very impressed. DC has truly stepped up their game as far as their hardcover editions. Actually, this is really nice at the end here. Look at that. And speaking of quality here, what do we got in the end here? So in the end, we've got all of the additional, spoiler alert for how the series ends if you haven't read it. All the additional covers here. That's kind of nice. I dig this. So, the Justice League Darkseid War, this was pretty much the precursor to DC Rebirth. If you loved the New 52 and you hate DC Rebirth, this is probably entirely to blame, pretty much. This was the series that introduced convergence is having relevance. And this is the first true sign during the New 52 continuity, which at that point was arguably the DCU, YOU continuity, where they really showed us that Crisis still counted, and that things that happened in Convergence still counted. But of course, that was the big moment there, that yes, Crisis actually did happen with all the old school characters, pre-52 Superman with the old trunks and all that, the original Superman, as it were. Although I sometimes like to say it wasn't really the original Superman. This guy was still the original Superman, but the original Superman was just rebooted, and then we got to meet this old guy who was in the place of the original Superman. Now, that's just my little debate I like to engage in. Yeah, this is the one that acknowledged all the continuity, and then led us forward to the New 52. So this double-page spread, which is indicating the first storyline from Justice League, this is questionable now. This may not be the first Justice League origin, or the history of the Justice League may have been altered somewhat because of this guy. It seems like they're going to be playing a little fast and loose with the Cyborg's history, and that they're going back a little bit to Martian Manhunter playing a role that he didn't used to play. I quite enjoyed the series, and as we can see, this volume is actually pretty fantastic. It's laying down nice and flat. Now that I've worked it a bit, let's see what happens. Let me go back to the first few pages. Well, it wants to stay open, but it's not quite. Not quite. But, you know, that's actually pretty good. All things considered, especially considering where DC omnibus editions are concerned and where they came from. This is about as good as you can expect nowadays. Not quite a Marvel hardcover omnibus edition, but still pretty goddamn good. They're getting closer and closer with every new volume. So, in my opinion, well worth your dollar. How much is this? Full price? We're talking, yeah, I would say this is worth it. Well done, Justice League The Darkseid Saga Omnibus.